Hana Bleue Chaussette. It's a pseudonym I adopted before my 2019 retrospective at a gallery in Chicago. It's a combination of Japanese and French, which I feel represents my identity and admiration for both cultures. I believe that in the digital age, we should decide how much we want to remain private. To my surprise, I find having a pseudonym conveys superpowers in the same way an actor slips into another character. He feels free, unburdened, imaginative. I do not consider myself a portrait artist, but rather a conceptual artist. I just find painting a portrait is like opening a door into another person's life. It's a methodology. I'm respectful of my subject. The medium I choose is flexible too. It is the concept that determines whether the work should take the form of a painting or a drawing, a sculpture, a short story, or a performance. To understand my work, currently it's important to understand that the foundation of it began in Japan and China. A good example is hasamu, which in Japanese means to pinch or be pinched. In 1988, while living in Japan, a close Japanese friend decided to demolish her traditional Japanese home, which needed major repairs. I telephoned her the night before the bulldozers were due to arrive and asked if I could take any objects remaining in her home. The rescue of these everyday objects turned into artwork and a major body of work. Another important influence in my work today is the idea of what the Japanese call yohaku, the meaningful use of emptiness in art, design, and writing. It's about the balance between positive and negative space, a pause perhaps, or an elegant way to convey emotion. I've been keeping journals all my life, but drawing or painting it's like recording my thoughts. These 4 works, which I call constructions since they are half painting, half sculptures, are the prototypes for the work Seeing is Believing, which is an installation about how foreigners are naturally compelled to find ways to label what they experience when they are abroad. Each panel is constructed like the Japanese or Chinese written languages, and each painting is based on a photograph I took during a 90-day walkabout in Europe in 2016. The first panel of paintings in acrylic and gouache and pencil on clayboard is of a poster I saw in the UK, a McDonald's advertisement in Germany, a pair of salt and pepper packets in Ireland, and a snack in Northern Ireland. The text is from the journal I kept during my travels. It relates a conversation with a scientist from South Africa, casually telling me how citizens must take classes in how to protect themselves from carjacking when in South Africa there are 5 carjackings a minute. About consumption. The first painting is of a chef through a kitchen doorway in Spain, a McDonald's in France, grilled sardines in the Netherlands, and a piece of a tart in France. Political animals. The first panel is of a bathroom in the basement of a museum in the Netherlands, a door handle in Versailles, a shrine in Belfast, a memorial in Frankfurt. I began my ongoing series Unsung Heroes in 2017 because of meeting 2 good women, Cookie, a security guard at the Art Institute of Chicago, and Luwandia, whose acid green sweater and bright smile at a checkout in Whole Foods entranced me. The work is a continuation of my work as a broadcast journalist working in China, now a series of paintings on canvas or paper. It's based on my admiration for Studs Terkel. Like him, I believe everyone from every walk of life is remarkable. I'm especially interested in shining a spotlight on the unseen or the unsung. One of the major projects I am working on during this residency is developing the concept, budget, and a set of necessary steps and timeline towards creating a collaborative performance or a portrait of the Grammy Award-winning experimental classical music group 8th Blackbird. What I'm doing now is sitting in on their rehearsals. Later, I will interview each of the musicians to understand their individual stories about being a musician and about music itself. My hope is to create a bridge between the audience and the ensemble, and how to change the way we hear not only their music, but the sounds as music in our everyday lives. I am thrilled to work with this ensemble. Not only are they master musicians, but they have an unlimited imagination and ability as performers with a unique and rich stage presence.